Number 8. 1968 Cougar XR7G. In 1967, famous race car legend Dan Gurney teamed up with Lincoln Mercury as the team manager for the Cougar racing team, competing in the FIA Group 2, SCCA Trans Am, and a sedan series. His celebrity status was leveraged to market the Cougar, yielding impressive results both in competition and sales. The XR7G model, named in his honor with the G representing Gurney, debuted as a high-performance variant of the Cougar and made its showroom appearance in March 1968. The XR7G was offered with a variety of engines, starting with the Rcode 210 horsepower 2-barrel carbureted 302 engine. Additional options included a more powerful 4-barrel carbureted 302 with 235 horsepower and 2 different 390 engines. Finally, the Rcode with the 428 engine, making up to 335 ponies. With only 619 units ever made, the XR7G is a collector's gem. Of these, just 188 were special Hertz editions, adding to their rarity and appeal among classic car enthusiasts. Number 7. 1970 Cougar Eliminator Boss 302. The Boss 302 engine was a special race engine developed by Ford in the late 1960s. It was a response to the competition from Chevrolet's Camaro Z28 in the Trans-American Sedan Racing Series. Ford's Mustang had failed to win the 1968 championship due to issues with a new engine called the tunnel port. To bounce back, Ford engineers, including Bill Barr, came up with the idea of combining the Cleveland heads with the tunnel port block, leading to the development of the Boss 302 engine. The Boss 302 Mustang narrowly missed winning the Trans Am title in 1969, but succeeded in 1970, making it a legend in the racing world. The Mercury Cougar Eliminator Boss 302 was offered alongside the Mustang and shared the same engine. It's estimated that only 469 Cougars were equipped with the Boss 302 power out of a total of 2,267 Eliminators produced in 1970. Number 6. 1970 Cyclone Spoiler 429 SCJ. The Cyclone Spoiler was part of the performance-oriented Cyclone lineup, and the 1970 model was particularly special. It featured the powerful 429 Cobra Jet V8 engine with Ram Air, a 780 CFM Holley carburetor, the drag package, and the competition suspension package. This combination made it one of the fastest American production cars of its time, boasting 375 horses and 450 torque straight from the factory. The Cyclone Spoiler's design was just as impressive as its performance. It came with distinctive black or white racing stripes and both front and rear spoilers. The car's appearance was backed by its ferocious performance, and it was available in eye-catching competition colors, making it stand out even more. Interestingly, only 341 spoilers were equipped with the 429 SCJ engine and the drag pack option, making it a truly rare find for enthusiasts. Number 5. 1964 Super Marauder Rcode. In the early 1960s, as the aero wars heated up in NASCAR, automakers were pushed to create faster and more aerodynamic vehicles. The Mercury Marauder emerged from this era, with the first generation starting in 1963 and continuing until 1970. The Marauder nameplate, however, debuted even earlier in 1958. The 1964 Super Marauder Rcode holds a special place. It's considered one of the rarest and least produced examples of Rcode cars. Under the hood, the Rcode denoted the presence of a powerful 427 big block Ford V8 engine, a significant selling point for performance enthusiasts. Beyond sheer power, this Marauder featured a fastback roofline design influenced by the aerodynamic requirements of NASCAR at the time. Only 42 cars were produced that year, and it was one of 9 Park Lane 2-door fastbacks built, with only 3 known to exist today. Number 4. 1968 Cougar XR7 GTE 428 CJ. The Mercury Cougar was introduced as a more upscale version of the Mustang and quickly became known for its luxury and performance. The GTE package was a significant upgrade, featuring a powerful 427 V8 engine as standard, which was later replaced by the 428 Cobra jet engine mid-year. Under the hood, it boasted a 428 V8 engine with the Rcode Cobra jet ram air induction system, making 335 ponies and 440 torque. Despite its luxurious appearance, the GTE was no slouch on the road. It could sprint from 0 to 60 in 7.1 seconds. Quite impressive for a car weighing 3,127 pounds. The 1968 GTE 428 Cobra Jet was a limited production model with only 37 units out of a total of 394 GTEs produced. Interestingly, the GTE was initially a test mule and later became an option package to compete in NASCAR. It was part of Mercury's strategy to boost its image and sales, which had been lagging behind Ford and Lincoln. Number 3. 1967 Comet 202 two-door sedan Rcode. The 1967 Mercury Comet 202 Rcode was one of the actual ultra-rare factory lightweight race street cars made in the 60s. This car was a bare-bones two-door post sedan, 9 inches shorter but much stronger than the heavier hardtops. It featured a monster FE427 side oiler, dual 4-barrel, medium riser, and 425 horsepower. It could achieve a quarter-mile time of 13.8 seconds at 106 miles per hour and has a top speed of 132 miles per hour. These cars were stripped of 150 pounds of sound-deadening materials to make them lighter for racing. Known as the Hot One, the Caliente boasted fender ornamentation, chrome rocker panel and wheel well moldings, and pinstriping. With only 22 ever produced in 1967, the rarity of the Rcode Comet is matched by its collectability. Back in 2014, one such car sold for a staggering $182,000 at auction, solidifying its place as a coveted classic. Number 2. 1964 Comet AFX. The AFX racing category traces its roots back to the glory days of factory-sponsored superstock racing. During this period, the big three automakers competed fiercely to create the most powerful and lightweight race cars. The goal was simple: win races on Sunday and sell cars on Monday. Mercury initially catered to upscale and luxury car buyers, but dealers demanded more factory-built performance. Thus, Mercury decided to increase its involvement in American racing for the 1964 season. Mercury selected the new second-generation Comet as the foundation for its drag racing project. Initially intended for NHRA's Superstock class, the project shifted to AFX due to the need for more intricate modifications and a smaller production run. Under the hood, the Comet AFX packed a massive punch. It was powered by a 427 V8 engine specifically designed for dominating drag races. The combination of lightweight construction and raw power made it an instant legend in the drag racing world. Mercury built only 21 examples in 1964. All of them were raced extensively and subsequently modified to become even faster. It is estimated that only about 15 units still exist today. Number 1. 1970s Cyclone Spoiler 2 prototype. In the late 1960s, Chrysler winged cars, the Dodge Charger Daytona and Plymouth Superbird, were dominating NASCAR races due to their aerodynamic advantages. Ford and Mercury needed a competitive response to these winged Mopars. They planned a next-generation aero car called the King Cobra, based on the Torino with a drop-nose front end. Several prototypes were built, with production targeted to begin in 1970. However, fate intervened. Ford's surprise withdrawal from racing sponsorship in the summer of '69 clipped the King Cobra's wings. Development screeched to a halt, and the dream of a street-legal King Cobra vanished. Mercury's aero car project trailed behind Ford's, and when the plug was pulled, just 2 prototypes were completed. Today, only one lonely Cyclone Spoiler 2 prototype remains, a testament to what could have been.